deal. Please excuse my hair. I just rode my motorcycle, and I have a helmet here. So today I wanted to show you my motorcycle, and then I just recorded a little bit of a trip. I bought this bike about a year ago for $600. It was wrecked. It had, the fairings were messed up. The handlebar was bent. It had been sitting when I got it for 3 months. And the guy I got it from said, you know, I want it to go to a good home for, you know, for a cheap price, because it is wrecked. And I was like, yeah, I understand that. And he goes, do you have any knowledge? And I was like, not really. But I figured it's a $600 bike. It looked easy enough to work on. So it is an 02 Bandit 600S. Okay, so there's a naked version, and then there's a fairing version. Mine is the fairing version, for what I'm understanding. They only had the naked version in the UK. So here's the bike. When I got it, it had everything was factory. Okay, so I took that off and I replaced it with this headlight, and I wired it myself, but I cannot find that. So I've got it zip tied. If you don't notice the zip ties, I think it looks pretty good for myself, for not knowing what I'm doing. I gotta get these off still, and I've replaced a few things on it. Well, the mirrors for one. I had to get new mirrors. This one, when I got it on, I tapped the back of the mirror with something, and the actual mirror itself fell out. So that's why that's cracked. I have to buy another one. I did not drop the bike. I haven't dropped the bike yet. I'm saying yet because I probably will one day. I don't know. Anyways, not a bad bike. I read it had 85 horse. I thought that was pretty good for a first time bike, and so far it's pretty fun. I did ride through the mud the other day. I know, not a smart idea. So I haven't washed it yet, and I've got a little bit of mud on it there. So cool bike. With that being said, I'm going to do a helmet review, and I'm going to show the gloves that I have and the jacket on another video. But I thought today would just be fun to get the bike going and seeing if it would run, because the camera died. So like I was saying, the carbs on this needed to be rebuilt. He told me that when I got it, so I figured I'd just put some gas in it and see how it ran, and it did. I might have that first startup. If I do, I'll throw it in there. If not, I apologize.
It's really not that loud, is it? I said it's really not that loud, is it?
It did need a battery, so I got a battery, I got handlebars, and that was all I did to start with. And then I ran some gas in it and it started. So this is where it is now. Took me 30 minutes messing with the idle. After I had done quite a bit, I just burned my leg on the exhaust. After lots and lots of playing with the idle, I finally got it to idle. Still needs the carbs cleaned. The other day, I rode it to my brother's house. I say the other day, it was around my birthday back in August. I took it to my brother's house, and it was leaning out, so that wasn't good. So it's been parked since now, and today was the first time I rode it. It was since August. So enjoy the little ride session. I forgot to say this earlier. If you're wondering why I took the fairing stuff off, just for simplicity, I didn't want them on. So simplicity, I think it looks better. The more the naked Street Fighter, I think they call it, look. I think this particular bike with the fairings, it looked bulky. I think my personal preference, I think this looks better. It does need cleaned up, but I have the factory stuff in there. They're just broken, bent, cracked, you know, whatever. But I think this looks better. So that's one of the reasons why I did it, and just for simplicity, and availability parts. These bikes are a little older than they weren't. I'm not going to say they weren't popular, but they're more popular in the UK. But they had more of the naked style over there, so they didn't have a lot of fairings over there anyways. So just to clear that up in case anybody had any questions.